Hi everybody, this is Miss Phillips coming at you here Monday morning. I'm recording this today to make it an authentic day one greeting Monday, not something recorded 3 months ago. So I'm going to be glad to see you all tomorrow. Just want to let you know we are meeting on campus tomorrow. Hopefully you've by now gotten that email that I sent out yesterday, Sunday. You might have gotten it yesterday, you might have gotten it today. I'm not quite sure when it releases those emails into the term. So today being the first day of the term, you might have only gotten the email today, but hopefully you did see it. And by now, if you read it, if not, go back to your email, your campus email, see my little announcement email. There's some information in that also. But again, we are going to be meeting on campus tomorrow, Tuesday night, from 6:30 to 8:30. Now, our class will be meeting on Tuesday nights. We're only on Tuesday nights. This term is our little tiny step back onto campus. So we're not full-time back on campus, and hopefully y'all have gotten all this information previously from, campus announcements, Kaiser announcements, Blackboard announcements, whatever, however they communicate all this information to you. But we are going to be back on campus tomorrow, Tuesday. Our class will be meeting on Tuesday nights for 2 hours, 6:30 to 8:30. Normally would be on campus from 6:30 to 10:30, but they are trying to split us all up and everything. So 6:30 to 8:30 on Tuesday. Thursday nights we'll be doing live classes through the Blackboard Kaiser Live from 6:30 to 10:30, the full, more or less, the full 4 hours that we will normally be meeting on campus. Thursdays will be online only, so you're only on campus on Tuesdays for this course at least. I think most of y'all, maybe all of y'all, but a good chunk of y'all certainly have done the Kaiser Live, have done the live classes in Blackboard in previous terms from previous classes. If not, don't worry, we'll get you through the technology and everything. It's not hard to use. But like I say, otherwise we will be meeting tomorrow from 6:30 to 8:30, and then Thursday from 6:30 to 10:30. Now I need you to know that each week when we have these two sessions on campus and live, Tuesday, Thursday, they are meant to be different classes. You need to be in both as best you can. It's not like Thursday is going to be or meant to be a repeat of the Tuesday class. It's not like, Tuesday we'll do on campus, but Thursday we'll do it again online for people who can't make it on Tuesday. They are meant to be distinctly different class meetings. We'll talk about different things each day, Tuesday versus Thursday. So treat them both as, mandatory class meetings. It's not a one or the other. It's not a, whichever is easiest for you. They're, we would ideally be on campus Tuesday and Thursday, but we can't really do that right now. So we will be there Tuesday night, 6:30 to 8:30, and then the full 4 hours, 6:30 to 10:30 through the Kaiser Live on Thursdays. And that's going to be all 4 weeks. So just let you know that right away. The textbooks, normally, at least if you've been with Kaiser for terms in the past, you know that on day one or sometime, there's a little time slot for each class to go down to the bookstore to pick up the textbooks. Now, we can't really do that because, that creates the big crowd right there in the hallway or in the bookstore itself, and that's exactly what they're trying to avoid. So they're pretty much putting the responsibility on you individually to get your textbooks as soon as you can. And they, I want to say they, I mean the administration, Dean Sparks, and everyone, they've kind of made the point that traditionally when you go to college, getting the books is just up to you, as it's just part of your responsibility. They don't really have the field trip down to the bookstore to get the books all at the same time. We do that at Kaiser because we can afford to. But typically it is just your own responsibility, and that's kind of what they're doing this term. So if that means going on campus today, Tuesday, or Monday, to get the books on your own time, you can do that. You can show up to campus early tomorrow, sometimes in the afternoon to get them, or whatever you can. I can tell you that tomorrow in class, tomorrow night, Tuesday in class for those 2 hours, you don't really need the textbooks. You'll be fine without the textbooks during those 2 hours. You certainly do need them in general. But in that email that I did send out, again, last night or this morning, whatever, whenever you got it, I do provide some websites where you can read all of the week one literature even without the textbooks, because we are going through time in American literature and all this stuff is online. So you can definitely find it. And I gave you that list of websites to find all the week one readings. If I need to do it in weeks 2, 3, week 4, I'll do that. And I probably will. I say if I need to, I probably will. Just so you know, though, let me wave around here in the front of the camera. These are the books you need. Norton Anthologies of American Literature, Volume 1, Volume 2. We are using them both, so they probably will come in a set to you, or shrink wrapped or whatever together. Maybe not, but whatever. We are using them both, so you definitely do need them both. we'll pretty much be using them in order. You'll get them at the same time, but we're only going to be using one at a time. Basically maybe 2 weeks for each one, but we'll get to that later. But those are the books you need: Norton Anthology of American Literature. So as best you can, try to get to the bookstore as soon as you can to get those. Like I say, you can certainly, I think, for the first couple weeks or whatever, work without them. But just as a little hint, 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 you might be taking what I call my little short, fun little quizzes in class or online on Blackboard. You will. There's no mind. You will be taking these quizzes. And some of the material that I want to quiz you about is from the textbooks and can't really be gotten from just websites. There might be little there are, like I say, little introductory chapters written by the editors where they provide information to you in the textbook itself. So you need these books. It's not like you can just read poetry online. You can, but there's also information in the textbooks themselves that I want y'all to have, and it's fair for me to test and quiz you all about that information too. So hint, 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 I will. you need to get those books, seriously. When you do come to campus tomorrow, is that good grammar? When you do come to campus tomorrow, and I say when, it's not an if, hopefully it's a when, you'll all be making it. We need to be really serious about these COVID protocols. They've circulated to you in emails and announcements and Blackboard type things, wherever you get information from the campus, wherever they get it to you. They are being really serious about what they're going to be doing. So all those protocols that you read or that you've been told, they are going to be very serious about. You must be wearing a mask when you get to campus. You won't even be let anywhere near the campus if you don't have your mask. I don't know what the potential is that they can distribute masks if you don't have any. I was going to say, I can't imagine anyone doesn't have one at this point. I think it's probably a fair statement. I can't imagine, I'm sure that you all have a mask or masks, whether it's the throwaway little blue things that's what I have, or big cotton things that wrap around everything, including your neck, whatever they call them. Whatever you're wearing, I think they're going to be fine with, as long as it meets that minimum standard. I don't know, Dean Sparks jokes you can even wrap a sock around your mouth or something. I don't know, but they are going to be very serious that you do have to wear a mask. They're going to take a little temperature when you come onto campus. I think they've told us there's going to be little color-coded wristbands like you get at a nightclub or something, different color for each day. That way they can verify, yes, you have been scanned for your temperature today. And it's just a little hand scan. They're not sticking a thermometer in your mouth or anywhere else. It's just a little hand scan. It's pretty effective. You just put your hand over it, and it somehow, reads your temperature through your hand or whatever, and it'll read it right there. So it's pretty cool technology, but they are doing that. Like I say, they're being very serious with us in all these meetings of, behind the scenes, faculty and staff that we've been having, that, they have told us that there's going to be really a zero tolerance policy. That if they see you with no mask or not wearing the mask or have it pulled down or something, you can expect to be asked to leave campus. They are not treating this as just a routine uniform thing where they just say, okay, make sure you wear the right shoes tomorrow. This is, as Dr. Hubbard has said a couple times, this is literally a life and death thing, or potentially it could be literally a life and death thing. So they are not going to play around. They're not going to just issue little warnings or polite little things if they see us violating. And I say us, this is subject to us too. I'm going to be wearing a mask in class while I'm talking and lecturing. So it's not just for students, but if they see us violating this, they will pull us aside and probably take us off campus or ask us to leave campus. So just take it for granted that when you come to campus, you're going to be doing all that stuff. What else can I tell you? Please get into Blackboard if you haven't already. I'm sure most of y'all are familiar with Blackboard. Some of you might be brand new to Kaiser, and if that's the case, we'll work you through it. No problem. It's not uncommon. I occasionally get brand new students. But please get into Blackboard if you can. Take a look at the schedule and the syllabus, both of them. I keep pointing at my screen. They're available in that main menu of did I say Canvas? I meant Blackboard. They're available in the main menu of Blackboard. And I want you to have them if you can. If you have your printer at home, print them out so you can have them on paper with you tomorrow on campus when you arrive. Because normally on day one on campus, we'll spend a good chunk of time reading through the documents and reading through all the policies, assignments, etc. And we'll still do that as much as we need to tomorrow. But since we only have 2 hours instead of the full 4 hours that we normally would, I'd like to spend a little bit less time, reading through each little bullet point on the schedule and the syllabus the way we normally would. Like I say, we'll spend as much time as we need to make clear what the assignments are, the rhythm of the assignments, the due dates and the points and the values towards your grade, etc. So we'll do that, but I would like to spend less class time doing that. I'd like to actually, on day one, be able to talk about literature in the classroom with you. That's why you're showing up. You're not showing up to read a bunch of policies. You're showing up to learn about literature, hopefully. So I want to be able to do that as much as possible in class tomorrow. So the schedule and the syllabus itself, please read through and familiarize yourself as much as you can. If you have questions, by all means, highlight them, jot them down, remember them, whatever you need to do. We will talk about them. By the time we leave campus tomorrow night, I want us to have all a good understanding of what we're doing. So I don't want to ignore the schedule and the syllabus. I just want to maybe spend as least amount of time talking about little bullet points as we can, so we can actually get into the textbook and read literature. But we'll maybe kind of play that by ear tomorrow. Otherwise, that's pretty much all I wanted to get across to you. I didn't want this to be a big, heavy, speech scripted, full of policies and everything. This is just meant to be, like, say, a day one greeting. I keep looking at my screen. I should be looking at the camera. It's meant to be a kind of a day one greeting. So again, you can see my face, know who you're looking for, and who you'll be looking at for the next 4 weeks. Another thing, try to get into Blackboard, into the discussions where you can introduce yourself. One of the discussions is meant to be an introduction to yourself. So tell us a little bit who you are. If you can use your technology the way I am right here to upload even a video of yourself, if you know how to do that, you can, or a photo picture, so we can lay eyeballs on each other, as I always say, so we know who each other so we know who we are. At the very least, just maybe type out your little introduction to yourself into the discussion post, so we can again know who we have. I think we have about 8 people on the roster. It's not a big class. I think there's only 8 of you. Hopefully, all of y'all will be able to make it to campus tomorrow. As a last little note here, if you are not going to make it to campus tomorrow, Tuesday night, please let me know. Try to drop me an email. If it's going to be an ongoing thing where you cannot come to campus, either for schedule or for health reasons, or you test positive, whatever, or you've been exposed, that's going to be more between you and the campus, between you and your dean. So you need to contact your dean, whether it's Dean DeTurk or whoever, Dean Ramos. So whoever is going to be your dean or whoever, I'm sorry, lost train of thought, got distracted. That's going to be between you and the campus if there's some issue that is going to keep you from being able to attend on campus. So if that's the case, please, feel free to go above my head already, because there's not much I can do about that. But if it's just something about tomorrow, Tuesday, day one, that you're not going to be able to make for whatever reasons, drop me a line. We'll try to work our way around it. Otherwise, I do expect to see y'all tomorrow night on campus, 6:30 to 8:30. Keep repeating that to make sure. Be ready to go. Start reading if you want to, and either in the textbooks or on those websites that I distributed in that announcement yesterday or last night. So if you want to get started, please do. Wander around Blackboard, get your familiarity with what we're doing, and at the very least, be able to, be ready to start talking about this tomorrow. All right. Seems like I've tried to end this recording 3 times already, but now I'm going to do it. So nice to meet you all, and I hope to see you all tomorrow, Tuesday, or hear from you in Blackboard otherwise. We will be ready to go tomorrow. Take care. Bye.